Hey everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Parents Guide to Minecraft. I know I personally have bonded with my kids big time over this game, and not afraid to admit have gotten a little hooked on it myself. So today we're going to start by walking through how to actually start in a world. So we're going to go ahead and hit single player, and you can see these are the worlds that I currently have saved right now. You can see that I like hardcore mode, and I'll discuss what that is in just a second. So you got Minecraft downloaded onto your computer already, because this is Java edition. Create a new world, and I'm just going to go ahead and name this Parents Guide to Minecraft. We're going to be playing in survival, but your options here are survival, where you have to search for the resources, craft any items that you want, gain levels if you want to do any type of enchanting or anything like that, and also you have to keep track of your health and your hunger. In hardcore, it's pretty much the same deal, except the mods that you or the mobs that you fight are a little harder. The difficulty is, well, it's more difficult, and you only have one life. So if you die, everything that you've built, created, and worked hard on is gone at that point. Then you also have creative mode, which is great for our artists out there. The game in that is it's just creating, doing what you want. It's great for creating worlds that you can then have people go through. So if you want to play little mini games or anything like that that you can create, this is the best way to create that, so you don't have to run around spending all your time looking for those items. But we're going to go ahead and start in survival. We're going to go down to more world options, and under seed, this is the group of ones and zeros that make up what your world looks like. I'm going to go ahead and give it the seed of Parents Guide to Minecraft as our seed. All one word, no spaces. If you put that in, you will be joining me in the exact same world that I'm playing in, and we'll be able to run around and see things together. We're going to leave generated structures on. We're going to leave this default type. I'm going to leave cheats off because I don't really mess with commands too much, and we're going to go ahead and leave bonus chest off. If you want a bonus chest, and what that is a small box that is going to contain starting building items and tools and even some food to help you get started. I've been playing this long enough that I don't want it, but if you want it, go for it. It might help you out a little bit. Other than that, let's go into yes, go ahead and create world. This takes a couple of seconds, but it's not that big of a deal. It's literally just creating your entire world. All right, here we are, and I'd like to have you go ahead and press escape real quick, and it's going to go ahead and pause the game, and I want to get into some little stuff in here that you might be interested in. Your advancement screen, if you press L on your keyboard, it's going to pop up also. We don't have any advancements yet. So, let's see. You can see give us feedback option. Your statistics is going to tell you everything that you have done. And it's everything from opening barrels down to distance by minecart. Maybe we'll get into this. Right here you can see that we have played for 4.15 seconds. Last time we've rested, 4.15 seconds. These are going to fill up, and we can have some fun with those later. Now, we don't need to report bugs. Now, if you open to LAN, this will actually open your survival. You hit start LAN to other computers in the house. So this is the best way to be able to play with other people who are in your house, unless you're on part of a server, in which case you would have gone into multiplayer. But for right now, we're going to go into options. We're going to go ahead and park this down to peaceful since we're walking through the beginning. Peaceful is just going to turn off hostile entities that will spawn into the game, the monsters that everybody's so familiar with. But as you can see here, this was your sound control. If you go in here, I like to have subtitles on, so I'm going to go ahead and have that. And here, there's a lot of really fun stuff. You can do your typical what language do you want the game in. And one of the fun things that I've seen that my kids like specifically is pirate speak. If you do pirate speak, it's going to do a bunch of silly stuff. Things are going to be renamed. There's going to be like almost accented things on there. And we're going to go ahead and just leave that the way it is though. And video settings, I'm using currently vanilla Minecraft, which means there's no modifications. Later on I am going to be showing you guys something called Optifine, which increases the graphics of the game. But until then, let's just take a look. So the game works pretty simply. If it's the first time you've logged in on your account, it's going to tell you exactly how to move around, where you use W to move forward, S to move backwards, A to move to your left, and D to move to your right. Spacebar to jump, and E opens up your inventory. See, this is also your little crafting area. This is your crafting recipe book, which you don't have anything as of yet because we haven't collected any resources. Now, there's a chicken. So we've got chickens, pigs, there's lots of different types of animals here, but we're going to get going on what we actually need to survive. We are currently, if you hit F3, in where down on your left side where it says biome, we are in a forest. Actually, if you look down underneath, it also says local difficulty, it's 0.00, and then it also says day, 0. That is our counter for how long we're going on, and that's really fun to keep track of if you're in a contest to see who can live the longest without dying, or if you're doing hardcore just to see how long you've been going. The XYZ on the left side is your coordinates. You can see that they change very easy. Let's see. So right now I'm facing south. So you can tell that the coordinates are changing. If you jump, you can see the Y coordinate changes. So let's go ahead and turn that off and get going. Also, oh, I hit F2, which is screenshot. I always do that. I hit the wrong buttons. We have about 10 minutes before the sun goes down, so we're going to want to gather some resources. We're going to start doing that the way that you start pretty much any Minecraft world, which is punching a tree. So let's go ahead and pick one. And then we can sit here and marvel at these Minecraft physics. Okay, let's go ahead and pick those up. 1 log, and I'm going to pick that up and put that in our crafting area. 1 log is going to give us 4 planks every single time. So we've got that, which opened up new recipes. You can make all of these in this 4x4. You can go like that, and you have your pressure plate. Go like that, and you have sticks. Go like that, you have buttons. Or what we're going to do is that we have a crafting table. Take that crafting table, you put it in your hotbar, and then plop it right down on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and chop down the rest of this tree. Now over time the leaves will decay on their own after the tree is gone, as long as it's not close to wood. And trees, the leaves that decay will actually drop certain items. You can get, let's see if we can get anything. We've got the possibility of getting sticks, which are great for crafting recipes. There is the possibility of getting up saplings, which is a baby oak tree where you can plant it right down where it was. We're not going to do that right now. And we might not get this, but there is a rare possibility of it dropping an apple, which was just generally great for nourishment. So let's go ahead and grab that, and we're going to go ahead and make our first tool. So let's go ahead and make some more sticks, make some more planks, and make ourselves a pickaxe. Now the reason we set this again to peaceful to start with is so that everybody can see what we're doing without opposition here. So let's go ahead and hop on this tree. Spacebar, like I said, is jump. And let's see what we can see around us. We've got, that tall stalk there is sugarcane. There's some flowers. Looks like there's an open field. I see some gravel. The gray in the water right here is clay. We have some sand and dirt. So, oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. We need some exposed rock. You can dig if you really need to, but I prefer to just find some exposed rock, because the first thing that we need to do is get a full proper set of stone tools. Wooden tools wear down really fast. They're kind of important at a pinch, but for right now, let's just work on this. As you can see, there's a couple different types of stone. Only the gray smooth stone, or the gray stone here, is going to actually let us build tools. Where we have andesite, diorite, and I don't see any exposed right now, but there is, oh, there's some. That is granite. And these are great for decorative purposes. So let's go ahead. We're going to collect 3 stone. We're going to take those and make a stone pickaxe. Let's take your wooden pickaxe and put that off to the side. And look, we've got some advancements finally. So go ahead and press L. And look, heart and story of the game. We Stone Age, mine stone with your new pickaxe. Get an upgrade, construct a better pickaxe. And then it's just going to keep going. You're also going to get multiple tabs over time. So let's just take a look. Look, we got pigs, chickens. We don't see any, but there should be cows and sheep also. And cows and sheep are going to be important. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and go right into this rock structure. You see, I'm kind of avoiding picking up the other stones. But let's go ahead and wear down this pickaxe. And I'll be right back. Okay, so we just destroyed our first pickaxe because over time when you're using a tool, durability takes into play and your tools will break. The better materials your tools are made out of, the longer they will last. Now, I'd also like to point out that we don't have any coal right now, and we've pretty much just created a mob spawner. Nice dark areas, those will definitely spawn monsters. So let's go ahead. We're on peaceful, so we don't have to worry about that right now. But let's go ahead and make the tools that we're going to need. So we will need a sword. You can see I got a little bit over 2 stacks. A stack is 64 items in most cases. There are certain ones like eggs where it's only 16, but for the most part, a stack is 64. We are going to need another pickaxe, a regular axe, a shovel, and due to the fact that we are going to need to secure a food source, it's a good idea to go ahead and make a hoe for farming. So here's what we have. On our hotbar, we have our main set of tools, and that's what we need until we get better material such as iron and diamonds to make our tools. We're also going to need a furnace. And hi, Piggy. All right, so let's go ahead and use. Oh, see, our sun is going down. So there's the west. Now you want to be careful when you travel around, because if you fall too far or you jump too far, you can take damage. And that's not something we want. Oh, look, we got an egg from a chicken. So there's a chicken. And the way the eggs work is, if you right click, you can throw them. You can actually throw them at other players, you can throw them at mobs, and they don't really do damage, but they will push them back. But if you throw them, there's a small % chance, obviously, I didn't get it there, that it can hatch a baby chicken. So if you break grass, you can luck out and get a seed. Seeds are kind of important if you want to farm. So come on. Here we go. There. So we got wheat seeds from grass. Nope, we got another egg. Let's see our luck. Nope. Alright, now this would be quite concerning if we were playing survival. The dark is terrifying, but I wanted to be able to show everybody just how pretty everything can actually be. Oh, look at that. When you find this, that is coal. That's great. Coal has a couple uses, and I will talk about them in just a moment. But let's go ahead and break this diorite. I don't really want anything pretty yet, but I'm going to use that diorite to create a bit of a staircase up to this coal. Alright, see how it's getting darker? Okay, so if we go ahead and take one stick and one piece of coal, it lets us create 4 torches. So we're going to go ahead and put one of those down, and it'll light up the area. This will help you keep mobs at bay. Well, that's said incorrectly. It's going to help you not accidentally spawn mobs. Help you keep your monsters under control from spawning in an area. So we're not very hungry yet, but right now we should probably work on finding a shelter. There's a couple of different ways of doing this. You do have, like I said, 10 minutes. Maybe you do have about 10 minutes before the sun rises in the nighttime. So you're stuck out in the world now where mobs can get you. So again, if you press E, bring up your inventory, this little guy right here, that little compass, is supposed to just be for things that you can make, but if you look, it works. So I'm going to use that compass to find a roundabouts place where I spawned, which I think was about right here. Yeah. Okay, so this is where we spawned. I want to build my first shelter right here. So what we're going to do is collect some trees. So, yep, let's get doing it. Okay, so we went ahead and collected some trees. I have a couple varieties here. We've got the birch wood, we've got the oak, and didn't mean to grab that diorite, but we've got it anyway. So that being said, oh, and we got a couple apples, which is great. So we have some food. Let's go ahead and try to, oh, sun's coming up. Okay, so this is right about where we spawned. So that being said, being right where we spawned, let's go ahead and put, got another apple. Apples are important. Grab as many as you can. Not only are they a great food source, they also are good for some crafting recipes, which we will get to soon. A couple of the advancements, or at least one of the advancements that we're going to need, is going to come from having apples. So you can see with all the material that we picked up, our recipe book it's gotten pretty big. If you hit this button right here, it'll show you other things that you make that you don't have the ingredients for, like eggs. I don't have any ingredients for eggs, but it would take 3 buckets of milk, some sugar, some wheat. So right now, let's go ahead and just make a simple base right here at spawn. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to be a little decorative, but we're going to stay pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and make a 5x5 square. I'm pretty big at odds or evens. Personally, I think roofs look better on evens. So let's go ahead and make a 6x6. That being said, we're going to start here, first block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, of course I put it right in the way of a couple different things, so those are going to have to get gone out of an axe. So let's go ahead and make another one. And this. This is going to be important because this is going to be the area where you respawn. Let's see. If anything happens to your character and you don't have a bed, or your bed is obstructed in some way, or the unthinkable happens and one of the little monsters known as a creeper gets into your house and blows up your bed, well, if that happens, then you are going to, no matter where the death occurred, you're going to come back here. Good to have a nice little setup to maybe have some backup supplies waiting for you. Did I get all the wood? Nope. There we go. I think that's it. Just do a little check. And yes, these leaves, although they will decay and they will drop you, they can hold your full weight. They are not weight sensitive. Okay, so now we have a little bit more supplies and this tree's out of the way. Now, the reason I'm choosing the material that I am to do this is because it's going to look better. So that was 6, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. And we've got food and other supplies raining from the skies now because of the thing. Now this does not look very large, and it's not. This is actually a very small build, but it's going to be something that helps us out. Let's go ahead and put our bench back down. I'm going to use some birch. Let's go ahead and mark it down to things that we can make. I'm going to use some birch. Oh, update those recipes. I'm going to make some slabs. Oh, let's try using the slabs. I'm using slabs to save on resources. There we go. Now, that's going to elevate things. Alright, so let's go ahead and work on some of the decoration and structure. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's go 5. Okay. Took a little bit of damage. That's okay. Now, if you're pretty good at it, and this does take practice, I'm going to have to get rid of this tree. This one does take practice. If you jump and drop the block at the right time, you can actually stop yourself from taking damage. Not like that. But it is possible. So, let's see. Now, if you have wood against leaves, even if it's leaves of a different tree, it will not allow the leaves to break. So let's go ahead and ride this birch down to the ground. All right, now another thing that you can do is if you right-click a log, it'll shave off the bark. Now that's a relatively new feature. It's only been around since, can't remember if it was this past update or the update before, but it's nice. And it gives you options for other decorative blocks. All right, so here we are. We have a nice frame built up for this house. And I think what we're going to do is let's go ahead and make some, ooh, apple. Let's go ahead and make some fences. I want to make oak. Nah, let's do birch. I don't use birch very often, but I like birch fences. So we're going to go around to make it kind of look like the stone is being held in place by the birch fences. Now, that's also going to make it impossible for you to get inside. So, let's go ahead and jump it. Nope, can't do that right now. All right, so let's see. I want my house to be facing east. Or, you know what, let's have the front of the house face west. So I'm going to hit F3. And you can see it says facing east. So that is west. So this is going to be the front of the house. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and take these off because maybe we'll have like a little porch. Okay. Don't worry about durability. We've got plenty of stone. We can make more. And we can go get some more because we are eventually going to need a little mine also. But for right now, let's go ahead and turn that to this. And we're going to build up, let's see. I'm literally freestyling this at the moment. Do we like this or that? There are some benefits. This one, it's going to make a little bit more sense. This one gives us more space to work also. Let's do a full wall of each and see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and let's take these 11. Now, as you can see, while I'm breaking up resources into other resources, like the logs and the planks, you can see where some of the argument of Minecraft is helpful when it comes to learning math for kids comes into play. See, there's some benefits to this because it keeps mobs from being able to get directly to your house. I'm also not a huge fan of the fact that this is so flat. So I think we might go ahead. Let's do the sunk in. I like the sunk in. Feel free to make yours however you want also. I'm just here showing you some basic stuff. Okay, so here we are. And it's getting dark again, so it's been a little bit of time. But let's go ahead and finish what we've got going here. We are probably going to go ahead and give this a little bit of a porch. Actually, let's get working on basics, okay? I'm jumping a little bit ahead of myself, I can see. Let's make some ladders. And I think we'll utilize the stone. Let's see. And we're going to go ahead and make some stairs. Not for what you think, though. Let's see. Bop, bop. so coming up here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the stairs to create a roof. Okay, so we got this far up, and I actually did mean to go to the edge all the way across. My artistic sensibilities were getting in the way. At this point in time, what I'm going to do is go ahead and make some stairs. Let's say about 24 stairs. Probably going to need a lot less. And say about 18 of these walls. Now, the only reason why I have decided to put this much detail into a house this early on is because we're on peaceful. If you've decided to go ahead and just play on, there we go. If you decided, I'm going to cap this in stone, that you would rather go ahead and play on the normal or hard modes, then I actually do not suggest doing this much work on a house first thing. This is the kind of thing that you build over a couple periods, a couple of days, only during the day. Because if you put a little bit, oh, looks like we need a few more. And I blocked off my way down. So, whoop, a little bit of damage. That's okay. Eventually that's going to start adding up. So actually, let's go ahead and do that. But you're probably going to want to just dig a hole into the side of a hill or a mountain and get set up with what's commonly called as a hidey hole when you're first getting started. I personally like to build more than anything. So there we go. This should look pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a little bit more damage on our way down to check out what we got. So we have a little basic house shape here. Not done. Might actually need to get some more stone. Pretty sure we are, yeah. Okay, so another reason why I'm doing this also is so that you have a landmark. If you do not make it through your first night, or if you end up dying, then, like I said, you're going to end up respawning here in a roundabout. So, oh, can I not make it? Can't make it. Okay. So, given the fact that you're going to respawn here if anything happens to you, I figured it would be a good idea if we made it so that you had a good place to go to recover, to collect some items, and maybe even have a storehouse of food. So that's what we're going to do first, is make sure that you have everything you need to get yourself reestablished after the inevitable happens, and you do end up dying at some point in time, either from a mob or from falling, or even poison is a part of this game. Alright, so right now, let's see what we got. We have a nice little setup here. And we're going to turn this into a bit of a beacon also. So first off, let's go ahead and take those walls. We're going to be getting a little bit of a revamp when it comes to walls really soon. So it took about a dozen. So let's go ahead and do that. Just for aesthetic's sake, let's get a couple more of those stone walls. Bring that in here. And we'll see how this looks from the outside. This is what we got, and I think it looks pretty good for a nice little starter house. So I think we're going to do one last special little thing to make it nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is we have a nice 4x4 area to work with. I think maybe towards the back. We're gonna be a little showy. So let's go ahead and take this little guy and put it right there. And we're going to need a couple more of those walls. 6 might be enough. What we're gonna do is take that out. And think there, make it kind of look like a pipe. Probably one more thing we should have done. Let's go ahead and make another pickaxe. And our axe died, so we're going to need another axe. I really shouldn't be this detail oriented this early on, but we need to acknowledge our strong points, right? There we go. Let's do that. Alright, so there's one more thing, or there's a couple more things I want to build real quick. Let's go ahead and build 2 sets of trapdoors. And, oh, we need some logs. Any logs will do. And this tree, I think, is going to be the first thing that impedes our view. Okay, kind of excited about this. It's a nice little trick that I learned watching other people play. Oh, you know what? We don't have enough sticks. There we go. I'm going to make a campfire, which we'll go over campfires and what they do, what their main use is soon. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of the extra dirt that's piled up where we don't need it to be. So let's just go ahead and take the top layer off this hill. Don't worry about the ugly patches of brown dirt. The grass will actually grow in and fill that. Let's go ahead and take this. And we are going to just jump and place the dirt underneath us. Kind of like making scaffolding. I'm going to go ahead and put that like that. We're going to go ahead and put the campfire right on top, and we're going to take those 4 trapdoors Gotta aim right at the corner and click. Alright, so there we have a nice working chimney on our little cottage. So when we respawn, which will actually be right around here, we'll be right there. And even if we are far away, we'll be able to see that smoke for a good few blocks away. So let's go ahead and finish up with some decorations and get our roof fixed. And we'll see how we've done. Okay. Now, there are a couple of different things that you can do. See how we have these little windows? You can smelt sand to make glass. You can put fences in there, which is actually kind of nice when you have like a 1-block window. Kind of makes it look like a old prairie house kind of thing. But let me show you exactly what I prefer. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. So we're going to end up making 8 of those because you can only make them in 2s. And I like to, if you press like that, actually, you know what? Let's be a little bit more picky than I normally am here. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some dirt. I'm going to be picky. Let's grab some dirt. I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put that on the bottom. That way, if we decide, oh, it's a nice day, we need to open it, we actually have like shutters. So, pop, pop. Now, if you do it from that end, it should work just fine. And there are more decorative ways to do this, but we're working with what we have at the moment. I also like to be able to see out of my windows. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and make a door. We'll use the oak door. And just to show you, here. Just to show you, we have a birch door and we have an oak door. With an oak door, if you right-click on it, it'll open up all the possibilities of doors you have. I prefer oak, which it makes 3 at a time, due to the fact that you can see out of it, very much like the trapdoor. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of a porch on here. Let's go ahead and make some slabs, say a dozen. And yeah, that's a little better. Let's grab a little bit more wood. Okay. I like that light coming from the chimney. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and we'll have the porch come out to about here. Let's do 2. So we're going to skip 2 blocks, and we're going to go ahead and make another dozen of those. I think that should be enough. Well, might actually have to make a couple more. Okay, So the reason I decided to have it done like this is so that we could take your stairs, push it off to the side. Let's go ahead and make that like that. And you have a choice now. You can either do slabs or stairs. I think what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to take that out. And we're going to put that there. Yeah, let's do single. That, like that. So, let's take our and get, you can see there's a lot of running around. What am I doing? Because I'm actually just free building this. This is not planned. There we go. Now, you've got a couple choices. What I like to do is put the door so that it's sitting on the outside so it opens out. Or you can take that out, replace that brick with a stair. So you have that nice little indent, and you put this door right there so it still opens outward, but into the crevice. Let's light this up a little bit. If you hold Shift and click on this, it'll actually put it right there. This is enough light. So let's take a look. He then lights up the porch. Now the reason I like this is because we want to keep mobs out. So I'm going to go ahead and make a birch fence gate. Put it right there and there. There you have it. Nothing's getting in without your say-so. And if you want to make it a little bit better, ooh, I just realized that we didn't finish our roof. Now the cute thing is, if you only do one layer, when it rains, it'll actually leak in your roof. We have enough room to put a second story right up here to utilize either the ladder to get up, or we can keep our storage, or we could actually build, let's see, so if we did a 1, 2, 3, we could actually put a little staircase up there. Now I wanted to show you guys this also, is when we do have mobs coming at us, when we have a bow, we can actually attack through here. Now they can attack through there also, but it's a lot safer than facing them head on, especially if you've just died, you've respawned, you've made it to your house, and you're just trying to get safe. So one last little trick, I think, and that is if you go ahead and make these pressure plates, it'll open the doors automatically and close them. Now, with these, press the Q button, you can throw something. Items will also open them, and it'll stay open until those items are gone. So you want to make sure you put these on the inside where nothing else can get to it. So, let's talk about why this is important. You're being chased by a group of monsters. You get to the house, you right-click to get in. Ooh. Let's try that again. You run, shuts right behind you. You run in, it shuts right behind you. Now I think the only thing that this little house is missing is a bed. So I think we're going to go ahead and get a bed set up. Let's go ahead and finish that. We'll go ahead and get a bed set up, and we'll have a nice little area for us to call home. We'll call this little adventure a day. So let's see. I don't hear any, but sheep. You get wool from sheep. So it's worth doing a little bit of traveling. Oh, look at that. We got sheep. Oh, wow. Look, all the animals. We got cows, we got sheep, we got pigs. So here's our choice. We can kill these sheep, which we do have enough here to make sure that we can breed some more. But we can kill these sheep and get wool, or we can wait until we get iron and then get them peacefully, which I think that's what we're going to do this time. I'm going to try to go ahead and play without harming any animals. For those of you who want to see exactly how this works, we're going to save the uses for animals for another day. So, see how you cannot see where we started? Let's go ahead and press E. Look at that. Our little compass up here is going to point us right in the direction of where spawn is every single time. So, it's going to go that way. That way. There we go. See how it's pointed straight up? It's telling us to go that way. Oh, see, look, over the trees, you can see those little puffs of smoke indicating where our house is. So we've actually created a nice little beacon. We will update that chimney to make it look better, because with a shovel, we can actually dig this up. So I just got clay. If you bake clay, you can actually get bricks, and we can build a chimney out of bricks. Here's our beautiful home, waiting for us to come back. I think this little section right here needs to be, we need to do something with that. But, there we are. If you press F5, you can change your perspective. See? Like that. But, I think that's it for today. I hope you all had a good time, and I can't wait to go over the next things, which is going to be food and survival itself. We're going to continue working on this little house until it's suitable for us to be able to start adventuring away from it. But I think the very first thing that we're going to do next time, we'll survive one more night in a peaceful mode, but then after that's over, we're going to go jumping right into normal difficulty, which does not sound as intimidating as it should be. But with that, we'll have to deal with monsters, and yeah, that's pretty much it, monsters. So, you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining me, and I cannot wait to record another video for you guys. Keep playing Minecraft, keep spending time with your kids, and have a great day.